Well, I guess what I want to know is more about your boutique when you had a bridal boutique. That was in Launceston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, times were different when retail was still like going very well, and at a certain point when online shopping really started to take off, especially in bridal and formal wear, because it was so much cheaper because it was all coming from overseas and China mainly. The business just wasn't there anymore, so I thought, hang on a minute, I think I have to change direction. But what I did do was have a big break for quite a few years. I closed down. However, the love of fashion and textiles can never leave me. It's never left me, and I'll never be able to get over it till
Of course.
I die. So I've now started up again with an online store and making my own products. I didn't want to go back into full-on bridal evening wear that's a lot of structured garments that takes a lot of hours and work and beading, etc., even though I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
But I just thought, okay, I love the boho vintage look. Let's do some boho bridal gowns that are more relaxed, more casual, a cheaper price point for people, because lots of people are doing garden weddings, beach weddings, that type of thing.
Yes, so true.
And I've always, even in my retail shop and for years, basically for 25 years, I've focused on plus size fashion because I had big I had big boobs, and size 16 doesn't fit. Even though it might fit at the bottom, it doesn't fit. So I was always very conscious that there was a need for beautiful fashion garments that were over a size 16, and so that was what I focused on. So these are just got long pajama pants with matching lace on the ends, like they're full length ones. And then I've got it in this beautiful sage satin with the ivory lace on it, and buttons and loops down the front for a change of interest. So now I have to just work out positioning of, it's got like a little thing underneath there so you don't see skin, but I've got to make sure when I sew the buttons on that the loop, doesn't like expose too much of the flap underneath. So it's a bit of a trial and error to get my first one on. I've been very lucky to have gorgeous Phoebe, my model, who can do her own makeup, and we collaborate on styling the hair. I'm not a trained hairstylist, but we work together and usually come up with something pretty good. And she's very expert at doing her makeup, eyelashes, etc. And as you can see in this little behind the scenes clip, and at the end the results are absolutely gorgeous. This is looking good here. Looks like you've come off a windswept beach. That's what I want. So we can see upstairs, downstairs, vintage style camisole and shorty PJ set in 100% cotton fabric and broderie style lace. And then we have Honeymoon Heaven, which is 100% cotton voile with French levers lace trim and many beautiful details on the top and pants, including pin tucks. Then we have Susanna, a Victorian style nightgown in 100% cotton with cotton Cluny lace trim and such elegant and beautiful styling. Then we have Adoration, which is in satin in two colorways, ivory and pistachio, and that has lace trim. And now it's beautiful boho bridal gown Evelina, which has lovely vintage style lace and cotton foil with delicate beaded accent around the neckline and lots of pin tucks and lace and very vintage effects on this one, which I'm totally in love with.
So what have we been doing this weekend?
So we had a really, really successful photo shoot this weekend.
Yeah, we
So
honestly,
many products.
we got so much more done than we previously have.
Yes, and I have to thank you, Phoebe, my beautiful model. If you hadn't suggested that we really needed to do the white wall product shots, I knew sort of in my back of my mind we should, but I just thought I've done the location shots, that's all I need. But I'm absolutely blown away at the difference that they're going to make to the website and the difference they have made to the clothes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I just know that when I'm online shopping, I tend to be really scrutinous and I want really
yes,
detailed
yes.
photos of the clothes. I want to see the quality of the fabric and all of that because it's so expensive getting the shipping, and it takes so long to receive your clothes, and you have so much room to hesitate when you're online shopping, even compared to
I know,
a physical
it's
store.
got a whole lot to learn for me too. So thank you, Phoebe. It is a totally symbiotic association because I get to work with two absolute professional people that make my clothes look so beautiful. And as I was looking on the computer when Don was doing the shots, I just wanted to keep screaming with happiness and
You did
excitement because they look so beautiful. And it's really hard when you dream up a design, you make something, you think, okay, it's good. But once you see it on a body, but then once you see it against the white wall or the backdrop in a full-on professional photography shoot manner, oh my God, it blows my mind. It's just wonderful. That's all I can say. I'm overwhelmed with wonder.
Aww.
So thank you both very, very much for your dedication and your patience with me for being a bit behind with everything. But we got there. We did it. We did it.